Look, 49 blunts in the bed of my cup, girl. Why you all alone? Come and roll up, roll up. Bad little thing, I can give you anything, but if you got a man, baby, hold up, baby, hold up. Swear she the best in the way we connect. How can I act like I don't know her? With a little bit of time, I can make you all mine if you put your boyfriend to the side. Wait, 49 blunts in the bed of my cup, girl. Why you all alone? Come and roll up, roll up. Bad little thing, I can give you anything, but if you got a man, baby, hold up, baby, hold up. Swear she the best in the way we connect. How can I act like I don't know her? With a little bit of time, I can make you all mine if you put your boyfriend to the side. Yeah. No kids, I wanna practice. Rough sex, so all out of pack.
What's good, y'all? It's Saadiq. We back with another late night talk. Hopefully y'all like the first couple of clips. I was up, you know, I'm feeling my little barber things. But for that first clip, that's one of my SPO guys that's on the other same team as me. I'm back in the city and I'm working my job. My job works for my program that pays my tuition. So practically, I'm working for that summer program that basically trains first-year students that's going into college, and they're training them and getting them ready for college with new academics and stuff like that. So I'm like the counselor for that program, and that's what's been my summer lately. It's been a crazy experience because I'm the first sophomore or rising sophomore that's able to do this program because I had to fight for it low-key. But since I'm the first one, it's usually amongst other seniors and whatnot. So like, I basically live and work with these other seniors, some juniors, but it's been a whole new experience, and it's like, I don't know, I get to test a lot of my like communication skills out and like seeing how it is. You know, of course, like I come in contact and interact with people above my age level often, but it's just not at that same, you know, it's not at that level. Like, this is way more intimate, this is way more like, I don't know, close encounter, which is not usual. You know, usually I'm around like my peers of my same age and stuff like that. But as I'm doing that, like, I'm realizing how well I blend in, and not even just blend in, but like how well like we all like link up together and stuff like that. And it's become like, you know, like a good group of friends, you know, like a really good group of friends. And it's just, I don't know, it's not really surprising to me, but I see it like as I'm talking to different other SPLs that, like, you know, other people are noticing it around. You know, it's a good feeling. But that's what kind of this video is about, right? So it's about like maturity and how I realized it in this program, because you know, after sitting with them for a couple of weeks and becoming like close friends, and them seeing like my mindset when it comes to different things and how I deal with people and how I deal with situations, you know, I often get the question of like, how did you get like this, or like what happened? And this came from like multiple SPLs, and it kind of like stumped me too, because I'm like, what do you mean, how did I get like this, you know? And just aside from like the ambition factor, it took me some time to answer, and it also took me some time to like reflect on, because I had to realize like, yo, like what came in to brew not only ambition but like the communication skills and everything. And I'm starting to realize like how many people affected me and how many people I have around me as like a support system to fall back on when asking these questions and when formulating these responses and stuff like that. And like, just like the media that I consume, like ever since quarantine, my whole outlook has changed, and it's been primarily on like financial literacy, and that leading into like spirituality, and that leading into like just self-improvement and like self-help and stuff like that. But it's just a journey, and like this program is another part of that journey, because I get to be in an uncomfortable position like most of the time, because I'm always speaking, right? And you know, of course, that like I can kind of deal with that doesn't change the fact I'm still kind of shy, you know. So like me dealing with a lot of like seniors at this level is just, it's very humbling, and it's just like I take every ounce of it and just like use it like as a learning method. And that's like the same thing that like how it's always been. I take everything as a learning method. So to get into it, right, we're talking about like maturity and stuff like that. So prior to quarantine, actually prior to everything, like me growing up, I've always had a problem with ego and pride, and some people might say I still have a problem with that, but it's every day I'm working on it. But growing up, it was terrible. Like I had what you would call like the Napoleon's complex, where it's like because I was small, I always had to like, I always felt like I needed to overcompensate with like aggression, and like having to like make my point and like let myself be heard and stuff like that. And I'm realizing like over time that like it wasn't, it just, even in my friends and stuff like that, like with my friends and those friend groups, I realized how like aggressive I'd be, and like how I'd always be in an argument with somebody. And I learned quick because my friends cut me off when I was young, in like 8th grade, in that friend group, because I was just so aggressive and just spoke too much and spoke too, brash and stuff like that, and it was just unnecessary. All of it was unnecessary, and it took that little harsh lesson to get cut off by like my main group of friends to show me like, yo, like you need to sit down, And ever since then, I started noticing it more and more and more with me, and every single time that I would try to notice that, I try to like dial it back with something, right? And it's gotten to the point where it's like even when I become passionate, I realized like, yo, let me take it down, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm aggressive, because that's not the point. And also it's like I need to deal with more people with maybe less of an aggressive approach, but more of like a love approach and grace. And that kind of leads into the video today, because not only where I see my lens of maturity is really grace. And like I've been seeing this, and I've been saying this, and I've been preaching this, because that's like, along with love, it's just, I don't know, the two factors that's really helped me mature and helped me in these spaces and stuff like that. Because I'm starting to realize that like as I grow older, and as like I just see more people and maybe let people breathe a little bit, I'm starting to realize like it takes a lot for somebody to come down from that guard. And that guard can be up in anything, a professional setting, a friend setting. And me being younger, I always had that guard up. Like I always felt like someone was trying to play me because I'm small. And I had to realize that like, yo, that's the case for a lot of people in other situations. They always got that guard up, right? So it might be somebody that's, like always quick to say something slick, or always quick to like kind of like downplay something, or maybe insert themselves into something. And that just might just be, I wouldn't say trauma, but like maybe something that they had to deal with their childhood, and like now they're learning how to kind of take back their voice, maybe, or they're learning how to take back something, and me allowing for them, obviously not, I'm not taking like no crazy disrespect, but like me allowing for them to like come out their box a little bit, I've seen has allowed me to make more connections and make more friends, and bridge the gap of like, yo, as soon as I see something slick, it's clipped, instead of like, yo, like why they acting like this, and like I'll just, of course I'm gonna be, my slick self and stuff like that. I might say something slick back, but like it's not gonna be on some, I'm done with this person and I'm not trying to hear nothing. It's more of like, all right, I'm gonna hear this person out. Of course I'm not gonna let them step on me, but I'm gonna have some grace, because everybody needs grace, So going to the questions that I had written down, stuff like that, I've been dealing with the problem, and my approach to everything is just love, but there's to an extent, like how much is too much grace. Like they say to have grace with your family, have love with your family, do everything with love and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like, how much can I give? How much can I give before I'm protecting my energy, before I have to protect my energy? Shout out to PTS, Palista Society. But how much grace can I give until I have to protect myself? And that's like something that I have to deal with every day. And the more love that I just give, the more that I get positive feedback from God, from just the energy that I get from other people and stuff like that. So like, to me, I'm just continuing to get that ball rolling. But like, what about y'all? Like, do y'all have any problems with giving off grace? And like, maybe you don't give off grace, and maybe that that works better for you. But for me, it's just like, I don't know, that's like the best way to deal with something like that, and to deal with my own ego and pride. Because when I deal with my own ego and pride, like you know, I'm like that pride to just say something back, or that pride to just be like who are you talking to? But I'm starting to realize that like the more that I choose that path, it's like a spectrum, like you know, like it's like a spectrum of like I'm thinking like the Venom Spider-Man to the regular Spider-Man. You know, the more bad choices that you choose, you start to look like Black Spider-Man, Venom Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And the more like good choices, you're like the Red Spider-Man. You feel me? Like that. You seem like the good Spider-Man. And that's just an example I'm using. Of course, it's a dumb example, but that spectrum is like the more that I choose good, you know, I feel more positive energy. And the more that I choose bad, I just feel way more darkness around me, and that's like a scary feeling, especially someone that's like so close as me to faith and stuff like that. It's like the fact that I feel that dark energy is scary. Like that, I felt like that like 2 weeks ago or like a week and a half ago, for the first time in a while, and it might be a while, in like years, and it's like, yo. I gotta protect myself. I really gotta protect myself, cloak myself in with the love, and that's like how I've been feeling around in this like program. Because of course there's been like some hiccups and stuff like that, but the more that I chose love in the program and amongst the other SPLs, the more that I felt comfortable with everybody and stuff like that. You know, some people just need to let their guards down. I need to let my guard down, and that's how I be feeling. So why this maturity shit is so prominent, yo? So most people that are watching this are my age or within that age, 17 to like 24-ish. Of course, my titis and my uncles and my mom and dad that be watching. But I mean, this could apply to y'all too. But the maturity is very prominent in this age, and we gotta mature at a different level because, you know, we fighting a battle of hate in the world, you know, and it's like, the more hate that we have in this world, the more that we gotta deal with that and live in it. And I don't want to be living in a world like that. And like I see it amongst like other on YouTube, because I'm very active in the YouTube space. But I see it amongst YouTubers and stuff like that, and trying to get out of like the Matrix or the red pill stuff. And it's just like, it just seems too much hate filled behind something. And you know, like I just want that to be rid with. And of course, it's like, it's not as easy. It's easier said than done. But like, hopefully, I just inspire more people like this with like the maturity level, because I feel like people can't mature without that love factor, you know. Or you could mature, but it's in a different way, you know. And a lot of us lack a lot of love. That might be from the home. That might be from friends, family, yourself, or stuff that you're doing. But I'm here to tell y'all that I love y'all. And just keep it pushing, because you know we fighting this war. We fighting this war together. Facts. And every nigga needs grace. Every nigga needs grace. Every nigga needs love. And I say that because, you know, it's just a powerful statement to me and my people. So I love y'all. It's been Late Night Talk 5. Hopefully it's not that short. We gonna see, and we gonna get it up. I'm changing up my content real soon. So y'all gonna see a little bit of shifts and stuff like that. Just know that I'm coming back and I'm coming crazy. I'm just planning and I'm being cerebral about this. It's going in different ways, so watch out for me. It's been Saadiq. Y'all check me out, check my other videos out, and I love y'all, you know. Late Night Talk 5 for the one time. Yeah.